Now I'm going to show you how to make some delicious streusel-topped raspberry muffins. They're perfect to enjoy with those summer raspberries. I have a mixing bowl here, and I'm going to start by creaming 1/4 cup of butter that I have softened, so it's sticking a little bit to my spatula, but it's softened butter, and I'm going to add to that 3/4 cup of sugar plus 2 tablespoons of sugar. So we're going to cream those two ingredients together with an electric mixer. I just want my sugar and butter to be completely combined with each other and to be light and fluffy. All right, that looks good. So now what I'm going to do, I'll scrape down the sides of my bowl, and I'm going to add 2 eggs next, beating well after I add each one. So here comes the first egg. And I'll turn my mixer back on. Okay, well that one is all mixed in. That egg, and I will scrape down the side of my bowl again. Okay, and then I'll just add in the other egg. There we go. So I'll mix this egg in too. Perfect. All right. Scrape down the side of my bowl again. And I have 2 more ingredients to add to this wet ingredient mixture. And the first one will be 1/2 cup of milk. And this is fat-free milk. It's fine to use in this. You can use regular milk too if you like. And then I've got a teaspoon of vanilla extract that will go in this. So we'll put that in. And oh, that smells so good, that vanilla. All right, I'll mix that together too. All right, that is all mixed in. And actually, I can unplug my mixer now because I am finished using it. For the rest of this, I'm just going to stir everything in by hand. And now I'm going to set this off to the side a little bit and grab another bowl. I'm going to mix together some dry ingredients. So in this bowl, I'm going to put 1 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour, 3/4 cup of whole wheat pastry flour, 2 tablespoons of baking powder, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And I will just stir that all up and stir it really well with my spoon till it's all combined. Okay, and then I'll go back to my wet ingredient mixture, and I'm just going to pour the dry ingredients over the wet, and then I'll stir that together just until it's moistened. When making quick breads and muffins, very important rule is not to overmix your dough. So Just get it, we're almost there actually. There's just a little bit of flour that I see, and that's good enough. I'm going to go ahead and add in 1 3/4 cups of raspberries, fresh raspberries. And I'm just going to fold those in. So folding in is a little bit different than stirring. It's very gentle movement with the spoon. I don't want to crush the berries, so I'm just folding them in to get them evenly incorporated in the batter. All right, it takes a little bit of time to fold them in, but it looks so nice. That looks great. I am ready to fill my muffin tin now. So I'll set this back here and make some room for that. And I have a muffin tin here that's lined with foil baking cups. And I have 12 foil baking cups here in my tin. So I'm going to fill this with a scoop. I find that that really helps give me better control over where the batter lands. So I'll just take my scoop in, and I won't fill it quite all the way, but I'll get maybe half of the scoop filled with batter, and then just go ahead and scoop it in. I've got red raspberries in every muffin cup. So when you see those pretty berries sticking out, you just know these are going to be good muffins. Okay, I've got my muffin tins all filled. I'm just wiping away what dripped a little bit. And those are just about ready to go in the oven. I am going to make a streusel topping for these muffins next. So I'm just going to clear my work surface, gather my ingredients for the streusel, and we'll get that done. The streusel topping just has 4 ingredients. So to start out with, you'll take 2½ tablespoons of sugar and place it in a bowl. Add 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, 3/4 teaspoon of cinnamon, and stir that together with a spoon till it's all combined. Oh, that smells so yummy and cinnamony. All right. Just a little more here. That looks good. All right. I'm going to add in some butter, and this is cold chilled butter, 2 tablespoons. And I've got a pastry blender here. I'm going to use that to combine the butter and these dry ingredients. And I want to combine them so that I have a nice crumbly mixture, and the butter inevitably gets caught in the pastry cutter or pastry blender. So it's easy enough to just get out of there with a spoon, or I use a knife a lot of times too. And then just continue working that in and making small turns with my pastry blender as I push down. This is a vintage pastry blender, and it's old, it's quite old, but I love it, and it's never failed me yet, so I keep using it. It's really one of my favorite kitchen tools. when you don't see any big globs of butter there anymore, you know that you're just about done. And it's looking really good. I do see a few globs of butter, so I'll just give it a few more rounds with my pastry blender and get those all worked in, and then we'll be ready to top these muffins with streusel. All right, I'm just running my spoon through here, and I don't see any more globs of butter. So I am ready, so ready to top these muffins. Now, I'm just going to use my fingers to do it, and that gives me a good amount of control over where the streusel lands. So I'm just going to put a little bit in each muffin cup. And my goal is to get the streusel evenly divided among all the muffin cups. So as I'm putting the streusel on the muffins, I'll make 2 or even 3 passes just to get all the streusel evenly divided. Smelling so good. So I've got my muffins all covered with streusel. Now I'm ready to bake them. And so I've already preheated my oven to 350 degrees. I'm going to put them in the oven for 17 minutes, and then I'm going to check them. So I'm just going to check and see if they're done. Pull this out. Oh, they look and smell wonderful. I'm going to test them for doneness with a toothpick, and I'm going to put that in the center of one of the muffins. And if it comes out clean, then my muffin will be done. So I'm looking at this very closely, and it is clean. So that means that I can take my muffins out of the oven now. And I'm really happy about that, because I'm getting hungry actually. But they're not quite ready to eat yet. I'm going to let them cool in the muffin tin for 15 minutes. That'll give them a chance to firm up there. So join me back here in 15 minutes and we will sample these. These muffins are still warm, but they're ready to take out of the tin. So I'll just use a small knife to help me do that, and they lift out very easily. So we'll get each one out, and it can continue cooling on another wire rack that I have. They just look and smell so good. Oh, I can hardly wait to taste one. So these muffins are just excellent served warm, and they're served great at room temperature too. So I'm just going to take one here and peel off the wrapper off the peel off the muffin, the foil muffin cup. Oh, they smell so good. Mmm. Mmm. Delicious. Such a moist and tender muffin. And I bit right into a raspberry. These are just wonderful. Everyone you serve these to is going to enjoy them. So have fun making this in the kitchen.